Today on Studio G, we bring you the latest information from the Reno shooting.
We take you on a crash course in the history of mariachi.
And Donald Woods will update us on what's happening in the science and technology world. All this and more coming up on this edition of Studio G.
Good afternoon, Rebels. I'm Tommy Laren.
And I'm China Green.
A newborn child's body was found Monday out in the dumpster behind the Planet Hollywood Hotel and Casino. The dumpster was located in the northeast corner of the property. Workers found the infant while searching through recyclables. Police have not confirmed whether the child was abandoned. Metro has said they've seen this happen all too often and that mothers should know that they have other options. Nevada's Safe Haven Infant Protection Act allows parents to surrender their child within 30 days of birth. This process is completely anonymous and will give a child a life.
Yesterday's shooting in Reno shocked many with the incident occurring so close to home. Early Monday morning, a student opened fire at Sparks Middle School near Reno, Nevada, killing a teacher and injuring 2 students. The suspect later used the handgun he took from his parents and killed himself. Officials described the scene as chaos as the students ran into the school screaming and crying when they realized the loud pops were gunshots.
I was just talking with my friends, and then I just heard this bang, and then I just thought it was just a joke. And then I saw people running, and I saw their face so serious, like it was like a no joke. I thought that was gonna be my last day.
The victim, identified as Mike Lansbury, was a popular math teacher at the school and former Marine. His brother described him as the kind of person that would be there if someone needed help. Authorities are still unsure to whether the student was targeting specific people or planned on going on an indiscriminate shooting spree. The identity of the shooter has not yet been released. As more details emerge, we will keep you updated.
The gunman in yesterday's shooting at Dre's After Hours in the Bally's Hotel has been identified as 41-year-old Benjamin Frazier. The argument began after Frazier wanted his $30 cover charge refunded. He then pulled out a gun, injuring a security manager in the arm and a security guard in the stomach and killing another. No other names have been released. This is also not the first time police had an encounter with Frazier. Police said Frazier has been arrested several times previously for assault charges at nightclubs.
Lighter news, at midnight on Monday, New Jersey officials became the 14th state to recognize gay marriages. Reporter Heather Fayberger has more.
At Newark City Hall, Mayor Cory Booker married a half-dozen same-sex couples. The state Supreme Court cleared the way for marriages by deciding not to block a lower court ruling allowing same-sex marriage. At a minute past midnight, Lambertville Mayor Dave Del Vecchio married one couple out of the handfuls of midnight ceremonies across the state.
We wanted to send a message to our community that we are one community. We're not a divided community.
Republican Governor Chris Christie had been planning to mount an appeal to the ruling, but his office has released a statement saying he's withdrawing that appeal.
I don't think they put us through all this and have it overturned later.
In the statement, Christie recognizes same-sex marriage as the law in his state and will do his constitutional duty to enforce it.
I hereby declare Beth and Joanne to be lawfully married.
For Studio G, I'm Heather Fayberger.
New Jersey has recognized civil unions between same-sex couples since 2007, after the New Jersey Supreme Court ruled that the state must allow same-sex couples all the rights and benefits of marriage.
Mariachi music has been around since the 18th century. With a combination of the violin, trumpet, vihuela, guitar, and guitarrón, the ensemble comes together. Mariachis are also accompanied by a dance called folklorico. It's tradition to play at weddings, birthday parties, and even restaurants. Mariachi music has influenced the lives of many people for the past centuries. For young students, mariachi is more than just music, it signifies their culture.
It's really important for me. It's like, I have mariachi in here. Yeah.
Oh, it makes me feel proud. When we go on stage, we just give it all we got. Yeah, and represent our culture.
Mariachi sold in Mexico and Mariachi Vargas have carried on a legacy for more than 30 years. Today's students as well as teachers are influenced by their talents. For many, it's an honor to be able to share the stage with such well-known artists. For Moses Antonio, they hope it'll be as great in the future.
Vargas and Camperos were going to be here, so I got all excited because you're playing with the best.
Yeah, it's exciting. One day you could be them.
If students are interested in joining mariachi groups, several middle schools and high schools offer them as electives. When we come back from the break, Bree Bradley talks about a special racing organization.
Don't go anywhere. Studio G will be right back. Your community's farmers market. Welcoming, lively, friendly. A place where neighbors and friends come together to celebrate their community. With over 50 vendors, organic, sustainable, fresh produce are available just for you. Support and buy local at Fresh 52.
My name is James Grant.
King Louie here.
This is Jennifer.
Crystal May McGuerza.
I'm Savannah.
Zoe here.
This is your boy Miles Lowe.
Christian FGY.
Kaylin Hype.
And I'm Jay Luna.
My Mind's Music.
Gonzo Radio.
Combox Radio.
Join us for happy hour.
The Miles Lowe Midweek Show.
Ill Vibe Theory.
On KUNV.
KUNV. KUNV.
KUNV HD2.
91.5 The Rebel.
Broadcast on Revcast.com.
One local racing organization is proving that it is possible to bring together people of all demographics. Studio G reporter Bree Bradley brings us the update.
In 2012, I visited a local pre-runner meet where Desert Connection was just getting its name together. Now, a year later, this local off-road organization is seeing its hard work and dedication grow to new heights. President Adrian Marable told me how his organization has changed in the eyes of participants.
Desert Connection is an organization out of Las Vegas, Nevada that we just kind of put together for fun as a group to inform people and educate them on what's going on locally and just, wherever off-road is big at. Whatever kind of events are going on off-road related, four-wheeling related, Jeep, rock crawler related, anything like that we can help out in that's going to affect the desert community and the off-road community.
This weekend's event debuted new partnerships with racing-related companies in hopes of continuing Desert Connection's growth.
Tonight's event is a big parking lot meet here at Dirt Freaks Motorsports. They were nice enough to throw open their whole parking lot for us and let us meet here, a place where we're not going to be hassled and a shop that shares a mutual interest as far as reaching out to the desert community. So we got a lot of locals out here, a lot of people traveling from out of state even just to come out and help spread the word, show off their trucks, have a good time with their kids and family.
Owner and fabricator of Dirt Freaks, Danny DeSaint, says it seems fitting that they teamed up with Desert Connection considering the shared similar interests.
Basically, I wanted to get involved because I want to help bring the community together. I think it's rad that we can kind of get a bunch of companies together and not really have everyone in their own groups, kind of bring everyone together and just have a good time. I want everyone to basically come together as one, bring it more to like mainstream.
Being able to unite such a diverse sport as racing allows drivers, crews, sponsors, and even fans to mingle within one another and creates bonds that only strengthen the sport as a whole. With the merge of companies like Dirt Freaks and Desert Connection, future plans for a family-oriented racing sport seem inevitable.
I think the turnout was huge, man. I was really surprised with how many people came out. For only planning like maybe 2 weeks, I think that it turned out great, and I think that with what we know now, I think that we can have probably twice, 3 times the turnout on the next one. It's going to be huge. I think that we can bring a lot more to the table.
Desert racing has always been a sport that publicity is hard to come by, but organizations such as Desert Connection are helping get people involved. For Studio G, I'm Bree Bradley.
While Desert Connection hasn't put together a future event just yet, the organization continues to make way on social media websites.
While Halloween may be filled with such fun as trick-or-treating, reporter Katie McLean wants you to remember child safety.
Say trick-or-treat? Trick-or-treat! Yeah. With Halloween approaching around the corner, I decided to go to our local fire station and police station to talk to some officials about Halloween safety. In the latest national survey about Halloween safety by Safe Kids Worldwide, it is found that alarmingly more than 1 in 9 parents report that their child ages 5 years or younger are permitted to trick-or-treat without adult supervision. And only 1/3 talk to their child every year about Halloween safety concerns.
Well, first off, we always tell kids to travel with an adult while they're trick-or-treating, and definitely in a group so they're never caught alone.
You would never want to approach a home that doesn't have all their lights on. That's a sign that they're not welcoming any trick-or-treaters.
Never enter a stranger's house. If somebody wants to invite you inside to their home or in a car, to say no.
I wouldn't let your children eat any of the candy before you take it home and inspect it all. Make sure none of it's been tampered with. I wouldn't accept any home-cooked treats, food, unless you're absolutely sure of the source of where the treats came from.
I also received tips on other things that parents would probably not even think about, such as costume safety. For example, making sure it's either flame resistant or reflective in the dark.
As far as jack-o'-lanterns are concerned, open flame candles aren't really suggested anymore. Maybe the glow sticks or the battery-operated candles would be a better alternative to them.
Just to be safe on the road while you're driving, look out for those pedestrians. The streets are going to be packed with kids and people trick-or-treating. So, stay off the gas, slow down a little bit, and just be extra aware.
It doesn't matter if you're the tricker or the treater, because there is no age limit on safety. For Studio G, I'm Katie McLean.
Thanks, Katie. Make sure to always keep your child safe on Halloween, and for more safety tips, you can go to clarkcountynv.gov. When we come back, Donald Woods will have your science and technology update. Don't go anywhere.
I think what a lot of people don't realize, we provide 1,300 hot meals a day through 3 of our kitchens. We have about 650 people sleeping in beds provided by the Salvation Army every night. We have 127,000 of people that we touch every year. It's huge, and people have no idea that we do more than have thrift stores and ring bells at Christmas.
Collegiate DECA promotes personal and professional development through competitive events, community involvement, and leadership development.
I joined DECA because I wanted to get out of my comfort zone. So I got to meet people, network, and definitely work on my public speaking.
To join DECA, it's a very simple process. You have to pay a $25 membership fee. You can either come to our next meeting, our website, which is unlvdeca.co.vu.
We're open to all majors who are interested in business, finance, or hospitality-related fields.
Hello, I'm Donald Woods with this Tuesday's segment of Science and Technology. For those of you that have iPads and are thinking about selling it, you might want to do it right now if it's not too late. Apple's big event is today in San Francisco. Sites where you can sell your electronics like Gazelle are saying that iPads are at its highest peak of sale this year. If you have a 32 gig third generation iPad with Wi-Fi only, You could get only $200 for it on Gazelle, Nextworth, and GameStop. The 4th generation can get you even more money, so if you're thinking about selling your iPad, do it right now. It's possible that in the future, drones won't be used for killing targets thousands of miles away anymore. It's estimated that in 2015, these handheld, personally owned drones could change the way we live. They come with equipped cameras and other advanced technology. These are unmanned and can go where many aircraft and helicopters can't, for lesser of liability and money. But so far, you cannot commercialize them, so you can't get a license because as soon as you start charging money, you have to get a license from the FFA. Texting and driving has had a negative impact in public safety, on the road especially, but texting can have an advantage in an emergency, for one man sent a text message that saved his life after a crash. A man riding a motorcycle was able to send a message to his girlfriend after breaking his neck and back in a crash after a gravel truck came around a curve straight at him. Despite being paralyzed, he texted, then called his girlfriend, guiding her to where he was. He was airlifted to a hospital in critical condition. That's all the science and technology news I have for this Tuesday. I'm Donald Woods, and now we'll send it over to Jordan Hardy for your weather forecast.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Jordan Hardy, and today I have your weather. Currently, we are looking at 76 and sunny. And our average today is usually 78. We're pretty close to that. Luckily, we're not anywhere near to our record back in 2003 at 92. As we look at our current weather in the West Coast, the entire West Coast is looking pretty cloudy. Arcata, San Francisco, and Santa Barbara have some clouds, but everywhere else pretty sunny. 76 for Las Vegas, Elko 60, and Reno 62. And then as we look at our satellite radar, West Coast is clear. We have a freeze advisory for the mid-Mississippi River Valley, and we have some high winds up in the Great Lakes area, 40 to 50 miles an hour. And there is a hurricane warning. It hasn't hit Mexico yet, but Hurricane Raymond is having some effects for the Gulf for us over here, and the East Coast is experiencing some rain as well. Tomorrow's forecast, Sacramento 78, Mobile 74, Miami and New York are seeing some rain, Rapid City 50, and Seattle at 61. Let's take a look at your extended forecast. It's going to be in the 70s the entire week. We're going to hit 80 about once. And your lows are looking pretty good, staying in the 60s, no rain. So that's all I have for you today. We're going to take a short break, and when we get back, Shelly Sabito will be sitting down with Arian Hobbs to talk about Boo Bash. Don't touch that mouse. Studio G will be right back.
You drinking tonight?
No, not tonight.
Well, give me a couple beers. You want some?
No, stop.
Come on, just take a drink.
No.
It's just a drink.
I have to drive us home.
Yeah,
Can you even walk in a straight line?
Yes, want me to show you?
Oh, yeah, you're good.
Man, what are you talking about? I got this.
Just give me the keys, please.
I ain't drunk though.
This is your house too. Located on the campus of UNLV on Brussels Street sits Housel House, the Center for Social Justice. A place where everyone can participate, explore cultural identity, share different experiences, and learn leadership skills. No judgments. You are accepted, you are important, and you are welcomed.
Stand up,
speak out, and change the world.
Hello and welcome back from the break. Here with us today we have Ariana Hobbs, student and Tonopah Complex Council Chair. Thank you for joining us today, Ariana.
Thank you for having me.
So I understand that in order to kick off like the Halloween season, we're having the Boo Bash tonight. So tell me a little bit about this Boo Bash.
Okay, well, Boo Bash, we actually turned the entire complex into a kid-friendly haunted house, and then we invite a lot of kids from the area, from low-income, high-crime areas, and to have a safe trick-or-treating event for them.
Okay, how big is it this year? Because I understand that we've opened up some of the complex halls that were closed last year.
We actually opened up an entire new building, so we were able to incorporate an entire different setup to Boo Bash that we've never had before, and we're expecting about a little over 1,000 people to attend this year.
And I understand too that you allow students to actually volunteer with this event. How important is it for the UNLV students to get involved?
It's super important. Our entire event is actually run by students. We have all of the students making their own decorations, decorating the halls, and then we have students running carnival games and handing out food, and it's just really great opportunity for students to get involved.
And I understand that the decorations, like each floor has a different theme. Tell me about that, how you guys chose this.
Well, each floor gets together with their RA and they get to choose their own theme. We have actually like a G, a PG, and a PG-13 rating. So it's just kind of different ratings for the kids if they want to go to a kid-friendly floor or a more scary floor. And then the RAs and their floor just choose their entire theme and make decorations for it.
And I understand too that last year was your freshman year and this year you're currently a sophomore. So your freshman year you volunteered at the Boo Bash.
Yes.
And now this year you're the Tonopah Complex chair. So tell me about your experience as a volunteer.
As a volunteer, it's just super fun. Last year I was a tour guide, so I took a group of kids throughout the floors and they're just really excited to get all the candy and to see all of the different decorations that we put up. They just love everything. So it's a really good experience to see how happy they are.
And what sorts of people can come to the event?
Anybody's invited. Anybody's invited to volunteer. Anybody is invited to come. But we do send out invitations to different schools and different organizations to come to our event.
Are there particular organizations that help out with the event this year?
This year we've actually had a lot of donations, especially from the UNLV School Police. We've had a lot of candy donations. We've had a lot of different gift card donations just to hand out to parents, and just anything really helps.
So what age groups are allowed to go to the Boo Bash?
It's usually elementary school kids that we invite, but then we also invite some people from like the Nevada Partnership for Homeless Youth or from Safe Nest or anything like that. So it's kind of just anybody's really welcome.
So why does UNLV host this event?
It's just really to provide a safe trick-or-treating event for the surrounding area. We know a lot of people can't go to trick-or-treat around in their area. Maybe it's not too friendly or it's just too much crime or they can't afford it. So it's really nice that they can come here and just kind of be safe and have a fun time.
And what can people expect out of this event this year?
This year is going to be super huge. If anybody who comes, they're going to see that we incorporated an entire new design to the building that we opened up, so it's just going to be way better than it has ever been in the past.
And how do the students here at UNLV contribute to it?
They're actually the ones who make all the decorations, and they're the ones who come in and do everything. We actually had a lot of volunteers that don't live on campus that helped and put up decorations on Sunday, and then we have another 100 volunteers coming in today to help out.
Okay, and what time does this event start again?
It's at 4, from 4 to 8 today.
4 to 8 today. Okay, and is there anything special about having the students participate in the event?
Oh, it's amazing just having the students do it. It provides kind of a different thing than if it was just adults running the entire thing. It's really nice to have the student involvement
So
in the UNLV.
What makes this event different from other haunted houses that people can go to?
I think the fact that it's all student run and it's all for the kids and it's all for kids and our main focus is having a safe event. I think that's what kind of makes it different, is that we kind of focus on making the best experience possible for the kids.
So is there like a particular dress code for the volunteers and the people who come to the event as well?
There's not really a particular dress code, but the volunteers will be all wearing this Boo Bash shirt, so it's pretty cool.
And what kind of games or activities do you guys have at the event?
Well, this year we're actually going to have graveyard bowling, and then we're going to have the Harry Potter Alliance on campus. They're actually sponsoring a game for us this year.
Okay, well, thank you so much for being here, and I hope the Boo Bash event turns out great tonight.
Thank you.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back after this short break.
Engineering, located on the northwest side of campus, offers a wide variety of classes and activities. The Great Hall inside the Thomas T. Bean Engineering Complex features an array of the school's accomplishments and work, such as their annual cement canoe competition and bridge design competition that select students participate in. Named after Howard Hughes, this school takes learning to new heights.
This is your house too. Located on the campus of UNLV on Brussels Street sits Housel House, the Center for Social Justice. A place where everyone can participate, explore cultural identity, share different experiences, and learn leadership skills. No judgments. You are accepted, you are important, and you are welcomed.
Stand up, speak out, and change the world.
Red lights at intersections always mean to stop, but at the beginning of this month, changes were made to that rule for motorists, bicyclists, and small cars. Reporter Elena Ledbetter has more.
Most intersections in Las Vegas are weight detected, and stopping at red lights can be an inconvenience for motorists. But a new law that was passed this month may be changing that.
Stay Safe on Red is a new law that allows motorists to wait through 2 sessions at an intersection before running the red light. BMW motorcyclist Kurt Asplund, who has been riding for 35 years, sees this law as a help for motorists who are riding alone or in groups on Las Vegas's roads.
When you're in that situation, it's kind of unnerving just sitting there because you just want to go. You don't want to be, the longer you're parked, you know, you don't want to have anybody come up behind you and hit you or anything.
Being stationary on a bike is hazardous for any motorist. This law was put into place to keep traffic flowing. Nevada Highway Patrol Trooper Loy Hickson believes the law is effective, but only if the citizens in Nevada are educated about it.
We looked at the way of how we can make traffic move more efficiently, implemented this law, but of course the education is out there also so that everyone understands it.
For the rest of this month and the next, Nevada Highway Patrol will be educating the community about this law through public service announcements, motorcycle safety courses, and other vehicle courses. Safety is a concern for many motorists, especially since Las Vegas has had 24 motorcycle fatalities. Law enforcement hopes by educating the people of Las Vegas, less motorcycle fatalities and accidents will occur.
When it comes to traffic, we definitely want to make sure people are aware of the things we're out here doing is for their safety, to keep them safe for themselves and their family.
Staying safe on a motorcycle is harder than staying safe in a car, and with this new law, Asplund encourages motorists not to abuse it.
When you're out there on a motorcycle and you have one headlight, you are almost invisible. In fact, maybe you can say that you are invisible. I think by respecting this law, doing what they say, following it to the T, no one's going to get in trouble and everybody is going to stay safe.
Safety is key, so before using the law, make sure to look both ways before running the light.
For Studio G, I'm Elena Ledbetter.
The new law has been in effect for 21 days now, and larger vehicles on the road are encouraged to watch out for these motorists, practicing this law especially at night.
That's all the news we have for you on this edition of Studio G. I'm Tommy Laren.
And I'm China Green. Have a great Tuesday, Las Vegas.